will share. Hmm. Life is wonderful. Really. Mm-mm-mm. I learn so much about me every day, you know. And I learn about other terms for people, you know, which used on this earth plane to describe folks, me included. Some folk would probably just poke folks. Yeah, some folks, poke-minded folks would describe me as you're gonna hear a truck go by because you know they go. Royalty, evolution, consciousness. I can look at purple. Let's talk about color for a moment. Oh, now we got to get ready. Okay, I don't want to talk about purple. I really don't. What I want to talk about today, there's so many things that, you know, I think about because, and yeah, I'm going to give it to the fact of being a ten of clubs. In the system of the science of the cards, the love cards, the destiny cards, etc., etc. In case you don't know about that, I think it's a fun system. Robert Campbell, it's nice. I like it. So in the system, I am a ten of clubs, which is mental accomplishment, and 10 always deals with groups of people and large groups of people, so forth and so on. So you are my large group of people right now. And what I want to share in this mental accomplishment of mine as I think about these things, my God, my brain, my mind. Okay, pick one. The mind. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Cliche. United Negro College Fund. That's where I learned it. And then the miseducation of the Negro, you know, the mind. The chain on the brain, you took the chain off your feet and off your hands, but now your brain is enslaved. And that just doesn't go for, end quote, the miseducation of the Negro. That goes for that goes for a whole bunch of thinking. You know, the mind, what you are programmed to think. Let me put myself, no. What we are programmed to think in society is one thing. We are programmed to think one way, pretty much. And I'm going to go with the go to work, go to school, get a good education, get a good job, you know, retire when you're 65. It used to be, now I guess 70. All right. And you take a vacation once a year. You have, you know, 2 kids, a boy and a girl and a dog, or a cat, or a boy, a girl, a dog, and a cat, or you live in a house with a white picket fence, and, you know, but you're programmed to think a certain way in order to accomplish this end. And you should want more, but you shouldn't want more, but you should want more, but you shouldn't want more, and your mind is going back and forth. And the mind starts playing these games when you start to separate yourself from that particular type of thinking, and then people label you and they say, you know, you're shiftless, you're lazy, you're wrong, you're crazy, you're this, you're that, and And then you do some studying, because that's what you do. You study yourself, and then in studying yourself, you get these realizations. Because you see these things, and you say, oh, yeah, right. That's why I feel that way. That's why I think this way. The mind can imprison you or it can free you. Because you're programmed to think a certain way doesn't mean that you have to think that way. Do you have to think like everybody else? And when I say that, I mean in a negative vein, in a vein that doesn't make you feel good. I don't know about you, but me, Tanya, Kathleen, Marjorie Freeman was born to feel good. And I can't feel good if I've got all this negative stuff running through my mind. Now, mind you, I've fallen into that hole for a moment. Might have sprained my ankle, didn't break it. Might have stuck my toe when I fell into that hole. Didn't break it. So it might have taken me a few moments with some ice applied, or it might have taken longer. But I might have fallen or tripped. But I healed quickly because I know the mind is very important. That's where my peace begins. And my consciousness is where my peace begins. That's where your peace should begin. It's like, how am I going to look at life? How am I going to perceive life? Like sometime last week, when I had shared about the woman in the coffee, the overflow. And after I did the video and I shared it, I thought about there's too much in the cup. Why not think my cup runneth over? And deal with that with your entire life. I'm sure she probably was a person who had religious beliefs along that walk. You know, my cup runneth over. I have more than enough. That's so wonderful. Why not look at it like that? I mean, how do we perceive life? I know how I perceive it. I have such an optimistic view of life. I always have had, and I always will have. I'm an optimist by nature. I like it that way. It makes me feel good, and when I feel good, I'm able to do good things. And when I feel good and I'm able to do good things, then good things come my way. And that's all the time. Even if it doesn't appear to be good, it's good. Even if it doesn't appear to be good, it is good. Even if it appears to be bitter medicine and it tastes bitter, oh God, it's good. So anyway, the morning message is remember the mind is a terrible thing to waste on things that don't make you feel good. You want to feel good, you want to manifest good things, you want to see good things in your life, then you need to use your mind in order to create those things. Okay? So, go. Do that. Because that's what I do every day. I got this big chair. Oh, okay, I give thanks. This, to me, is the manifestation that I wanted. I wanted a big, comfortable chair while I sit in this garage. Am I sorry that I don't have, let me change that word. Do I wish that I had some other display behind me for you to be able to enjoy? Of course. Will that happen? Maybe, maybe not. But it's not what I am surrounded by that you should pay attention to. But it's your mind, your perception of life will get you there or not. The mind is a terrible, 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 terrible thing to waste on negative, feel bad kind of stuff. When you feel bad, feel good as quickly as possible. Okay? So, as gracefully as I possibly can, get out of this big comfy chair to walk across the room and turn off this video, I will do that. Y'all have a great day.